it's been a very long day. For one, I have a cold, if you can't tell. For two, my twin is in New York City. Do you know how far away that is? Hold on, let me tell you. 575.62 miles away from my twin. Do you know how ridiculous that is? That's the farthest I've ever been away from that child. And to top all of that off, guess what happens to me? So I'm driving along, minding my own little business, when guess what? My tire decides to just blow up. Going to pick up Megan, and all of a sudden, I just hear I'm like, Megan, what is that? And she's like, I don't know. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pull over. And before I can even pull over, it's like, thump, 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 I'm like, and so we pull over, and I'm like, oh my god. And so I get out of the car, and there's my tire. And you know how tires are usually like, wow, I can't make a circle. It was like, line. So we walk back to Megan's house in the 100-degree heat, and we're like literally dripping sweat whenever we get back. And so then we get there, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so hot. And her uncle goes back, and her grandpa, and they change my tire for me, and they teach me how, and they were really nice, and I love them. But they completely thought I was retarded. And so they get the tire all changed, and they put my emergency brake on while they were changing my tire, and it's really hard to turn off. So I'm like, oh my god, Megan, I can't get it to turn off. And I'm like freaking out, like, so Megan tries to turn it off. Just saying, Megan couldn't do either, so clearly I'm not the only retarded one here. So her uncle just gets in and like does it in like 2 seconds, and I'm like, so yeah, now my spare tire's down there, and I can only go like 50 miles an hour, so I almost got hit by a big giant semi-truck trying to get to my house. It's just been a day. A really bad day. Oh, but guess what, guys? I'm a senior today.